Hi, my name is Bill Stay, and I'm the Young Adult Supervisor at Waldorf West Library, part of the Charles County Public Library System. Today I'd like to talk to you about how creating community partnerships can help boost our library's team programming. Now, when we first created our posters, we had a much more concrete way of creating and maintaining relationships with our community partners. However, with the pandemic, we've been forced to approach these relationships a little differently. So what I'm going to do is show you how four of our programs were run initially with community partnerships and then show you how they've evolved once we moved these programs to a virtual platform. In February of each year, we hold our annual Charles County Improv Bee for teens. The idea was to have a competition between the local high schools to see who would win the big award for Best Improv Group. We reached out to all of our local high schools, private schools, and homeschool groups to invite them to participate. By creating buy-in from each school's drama teachers, we were able to create valuable input and feedback on how to streamline our program more efficiently in later years. Over time, we eliminated school teams and mixed the teams to level the playing field. In addition, we also reached out to the Port Tobacco Theater, Black Box Theater, Southern Maryland Film Festival, Charles County Arts Alliance, and even the College of Southern Maryland's theater department to invite judges for the competition. Utilizing these resources from our own backyard, we had experienced judges who had been coming back for years to participate, and they have also helped spread the word of this event through their own marketing and promotional channels. This year, we've decided to move our Improv Bee to a virtual platform. After inviting the Baltimore Improv Group to do a workshop online with some of our teens over the summer, it became evident that we could indeed provide a forum for specific improvisational exercises online. The schools have once again committed to participating, and we've opened the program to the public. In addition, we've even invited one of the performers of the Baltimore Improv Group to participate as a judge, and they have graciously accepted. Another one of our annual programs has been our job fair for young adults. This job fair, geared toward ages 16 to 24, was a big hit and brought in over 700 patrons to meet local businesses for instant interviews. We held the event in March, which gave us time after the holidays to start asking local businesses to participate. Inviting local organizations to recruit our community youth was a great way for them to show their commitment to the community, which we promoted online, which also gave them free advertising. Not only that, but it provided high school and college students and recent graduates an opportunity to get much needed job experience and certainly interview experience. Once again, we also reached out to our schools and in particular the guidance counselors to help promote the job fair. When the job fair was over, we sent out a survey to ask for any success stories we could celebrate. Because of the pandemic, we were forced to cancel this year's job fair, but we plan to create a virtual job fair resource fair coming this March. We anticipate that the economy may not support a full job fair, but we still plan to reach out to local businesses to help with mock interviews. If some companies are actually hiring, we can help make connections by posting direct links to their hiring processes on our website. We also plan to contact local agencies and organizations that help young people find jobs to present online programs throughout the week. Another successful library event that allowed us to coordinate with community partners was our annual Charles County Comic Con, or C4 as we call it. We invited local vendors to sell fandom based merchandise, some of whom donated prizes for our contests. We had a local food truck stop by to sell food. We invited a podcast to record live during the event. We called in the local chapter of the 501st to come in who dressed as stormtroopers. A group of taiko drummers came in to perform. A company specialized in taking pictures in front of a green screen with props came in at a special rate, and we were able to use some of the pictures on our social media. The Charles County Department of Parks and Recreation created a superhero training school for the little ones, complete with an obstacle course. We invited one of our local haunted house attractions to come in and demonstrate how to apply zombie makeup. We even received comic books for free to distribute from one of our local comic book stores. There were many different ways to partner with organizations all around us. With the pandemic, we decided to soldier on and move our Comic Con online this year. While we didn't have the same opportunities as we would doing it live, we did bring in a local caricature artist to draw some patrons via Zoom, which he emailed to us to distribute to them. Another option is to create a virtual dealer room, where you create a page on your library website to link to local vendors to sell their merchandise, perhaps with some special deals in honor of the Comic Con. Finally, one of our most successful ongoing programs might be our Teen Game Night. On the third Friday of each month, after the library closed to the general public, We would open it again for teens for 2 hours. We provided a safe space for them to enjoy video games, board games, even art supplies. This program has been known to bring in anywhere from 40 to 70 teens monthly. At the same time, we reached out to local restaurants to provide food for the teens at this monthly event. For the past 3 years, we've worked with Chick-fil-A, who provided us with 2 large trays of chicken nuggets and 2 trays of chocolate chunk cookies each month. In return, we include them in our promotion for Teen Game Night and also give them meeting room space at no cost to them. I should mention that in our system, for-profit companies are required to pay for meeting room space. On top of everything, the schools got wind of our successful Teen Game Night program and have invited us multiple times to bring our games to their schools where we could demonstrate what's available at the library as well as promote our other library programs. Currently, due to the pandemic, we have taken our Teen Game Night virtually, where we play Jackbox games online together. Unfortunately, we have not yet found a space to partner with community organizations with this program, but we're always looking for new ideas. The landscape of library programming has definitely changed over the past year and may have created a few setbacks. But like Steve Harvey says, your setback is a setup for your comeback. Things will get better. But in the meantime, we do need to get a little creative in our approaches to community partnerships. There are a lot of great benefits to creating and maintaining partnerships with community organizations. Here are just a few. Community partnerships enhance the ability to serve the community and make library services more visible and valued. They open up possibilities and enable libraries to share and conserve resources, reach new audiences, and expand services. They maximize the power of participating groups with joint action and building human capital and community support. Partnerships share talent and resources. They provide superior quality services. Partnerships can increase funding and grant opportunities. They expand programming and outreach by reaching new audiences, and they create and enhance programs and services. They assist with marketing library programs and services or heightening awareness of the library. Community partnerships become visible, not just to those who are library patrons, but also to those who can provide funding. They create community connections, and they accomplish more than any single organization could. I hope this virtual poster session helps your organization as you look for new ways to create partnerships in your community. If I could be of further assistance, please contact me at bstay, S-T-E-A, at ccplonline.org. Thank you, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your Teen Connection experience.